Welcome back to my channel, guys. My name is Raggy Rog, and you are watching an ongoing series where I list my 6 favorite Pokemon from all of the unique gens in Pokemon. In today's episode, we are going to be looking at my 6 favorite Pokemon from Gen 4. That is to say, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. This is the first game that I actually played through legitimately, like on an actual Nintendo console. Prior to that, I had always actually just played these games on emulators, for all the difference that makes, really. I am going to be listing my favorites based on just generalizations. It's not going to be based on if they're good competitively, do I like their design. It's just going to be all of the reasons, any reason that these 6 are my favorites from Gen 4. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first one on this list is actually a Pokemon that I've literally never used, is Luminion. So Luminion, I couldn't really tell you why. I just really like this fish. I like its color. I like that it's meant to kind of glow. It looks really pretty. Luminion is a great Pokemon. I couldn't tell you the first thing about it competitively. I don't even know what its ability is. It's probably Swift Swim, like most of the fish Pokemon. But I don't know. But I just like its design. Comment down below if you can relate to having a favorite Pokemon that you know virtually nothing about. Because Luminion is absolutely that for me. I don't usually have favorites like this, but Luminion is the case. I would probably get like a tattoo of Luminion or something. I would buy artwork of Luminion. Would I use it competitively? I don't know. Would I ever take one with me through the game? I think it's way too late in the game before you actually find one to make that a viable choice. But whatever, I like Luminion, and so should you. Second on this list, I have chosen Electivire. Before Gen 4, I never had much care for Electabuzz or Elekid, honestly, but Electivire gave so much to that line. And I know that in Gen 4, a lot of Pokemon received new evolutions. There was Rhydon, who turned into Rhyperior, Magmar turns into Magmortar, but of all of those Pokemon who got new evolutions, I always thought that Electivire had the best design. It just seemed to give Electabuzz so much, and it made him so viable for me. I remember using one competitively, and it wasn't great, but I had good memories of building it and working with it. And as an added bonus as well, Electivire is actually the first Pokemon I ever got out of a legitimate Pokemon event. So I remember having one in a Cherish Ball, my first ever Pokemon in a Cherish Ball, and I just thought, this is special. They really got me with that. But for that reason alone is why I like Electivire. Number 3 on this list is going to be Probepass. Probepass is, as far as I've always been able to see, a relatively uncommon choice. I don't believe he's anywhere near the OU tier. But Probepass, similar to Crawdaunt in my last video, is like a secret ace in the hole. Because he has the ability Sturdy, my MO with Probepass has always been to give him a red card. When things are not going your way in a battle, you can just switch into Probepass. Let him tank a hit. He'll probably tank it efficiently, but he has Sturdy just in case. And then you can 100% guarantee, as long as they're using a physical move, eject the opponent from the battle, and then you can turn the tide. He has Stealth Rock, he has Rapid Spin, so he can undo whatever hazards they've already laid down. He can set up his own hazards. My whole bit with using Probepass is undoing the work of your opponent and setting up their demise. I love Probepass. Aesthetically, I don't really care about his design at all. I just like for how I'm able to utilize him competitively. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Fourth on this list, I think a lot of people are going to agree with, is Luxray. Luxray is a Pokemon, I'm going to say it right out of the gate, he absolutely deserved a Mega Evolution. I don't think a Gigantamax form, but a Mega Evolution 100%. Also, he should have been a Dark-type Pokemon because he looks like a Dark-type and he learns a lot of Dark-type moves, particularly Crunch. I think everyone I know who has played through Gen 4 used a Luxray. He's a good choice, and aesthetically, he's just really cool. there's not much else to say about him, honestly. He has Intimidate, which makes him very useful. I think every Pokemon in the dex that learns Intimidate or has Intimidate as an ability is just automatically useful by virtue of that. So we like Luxray. We love Luxray, and we want to see more of Luxray. Let's see something special happen with him in a future gen, please. Fifth on this list, I have chosen Empoleon, and similar to every other list of this I have done, he is, for all intents and purposes, just the starter that I chose in the game. I chose Piplup, and now I have an affinity for Empoleon. I played him in the first time I played through Diamond, and then when I got Brilliant Diamond again, like 12 years later, or however long it was, I chose him again. I love his Trident design, I love his Steel Water typing, I love everything about Empoleon, and there's not a single thing that I would change about him, and you can take that to the bank. We love Empoleon. Lastly, in number 6 place on this list, I have chosen Gallade. Now, Gallade is a Pokemon that I don't actually use competitively at all. Do I use him to get to the Elite Four? No. I use Gallade, and I love him for being probably the best Pokemon catcher in the game, because you can breed a Ralts that has Mean Look, and then you can evolve it into Gallade, and he can have Mean Look, he can have False Swipe, he can have Hypnosis, and then he can have any other damaging move that you want. I gave him Psycho Cut. But with these 3 moves, he becomes the best Pokemon in the game for catching. Absolutely. In my last playthrough of Brilliant Diamond, I rocked a Gallade for like 40 hours just farming legendary Pokemon and other rares as well. He is one of the most useful Pokemon, and I have a soft spot in my heart for Pokemon who turn out to be that useful without actually... I mean, they may not be competitively useful, they may not be a good option in any battle per se, but they have another utility. And that is why I really like Gallade. Anyways, that is my list of my 6 favorite Pokemon from Gen 4, so Pokemon Diamond, Platinum, and Pearl. Please leave in the comments your favorite Pokemon from Gen 4, and if you agree with any of my choices today, because I would love to find out more about you guys and what you like. If you have other ideas for content, then feel free to comment. I am open to all suggestions. Until next time, if you enjoyed this content, then please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Find the bell icon and hit it so you don't have to miss out on future content ever again. And until next time, my name is Raggy Rog. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good one.